All right, everyone, we are back with another adventure in Frostland with Frostpunk. So we've gone through the original game and we saved New London from the first great ice storm, this week-long, horrific environmental catastrophe that basically saw temperatures reach negative 150 degrees, and we couldn't hunt, we couldn't create food in our hot houses, we couldn't go outside, and so we basically took the tortoise approach and hunkered down in our shell until the danger was gone, and then we went back to life as usual as it is now for Frostland. So today I thought we would jump into another game for Frostpunk as part of the DLC. It's called the Arks. So let's jump in here real quick. Select scenario, the Arks. As the brightest minds of Oxford and Cambridge, that's us, we have been sent to save priceless seed and plant specimens from the eternal winter. Do we have what it takes to keep the seedling Arks safe? Well, I would think that we do. We already saved one huge city. What's a couple of seeds compared to that, huh? A cooling sun could be one of the reasons for the global winter. However, volcanic ash blanketing most of the Earth's atmosphere makes precise measurements impossible. When you promise something and then fail to deliver, your people will lose some hope and their discontent will rise. So there are certainly aspects of the game where hope and discontent matter and they will affect in-game choices, but in my opinion, having played the game as much as I have, which is not as much as most people, I find discontent and hope the easiest mechanic to manipulate, and therefore the one that I take the most risk with, because I don't see it really affecting my gameplay very much. Okay, here we go. The seedling Arks. We've been chosen to safeguard a priceless treasure, the seeds and seedlings of plants from all over the world. They've been deposited in seedling Arks to stop them from freezing, but it falls to us to build a city to protect these precious buildings until the winter ends, however long that may be. The only way to do this is with automatons. Sweet. We'll ensure the green earth is reborn, even if we aren't there to witness it. Well, let's get to work. So I love automatons. I think they're fantastic. They're a fantastic inclusion into the game. I like basically everything about them, to be honest. Factory plans. We've reached the generator site and the seedlings are safely stored in their Arks. We were supposed to deploy automatons to make sure the city can run itself no matter the weather, but the transport carrying the factory plans was lost in a blizzard. We need to build a beacon and send a team to search for it. Alright, sounds pretty familiar. Preserve the seedlings. We must ensure that the seedlings Arks don't freeze. All the seedlings and many of the tropical seeds that are very sensitive to the cold. If the temperature in any of the seedling Arks fall below chilly for too long, its precious contents will be irreversibly damaged. Well, we don't want that. Okay, so we pause the game. Let's take a look at what we have here to start. It's really kind of an odd map. So we have some timber up here that we could manage, and we've got some piles of resources that we're clearly going to snap up. Okay, we got some coal deposits for coal mines. What is this? Alright, let's spin this around here. Oops, wrong button. Alright, well there's some kind of bridge or support or something right here with this little nook. I don't know what that's all about. Looks like maybe it was an old suspension bridge. Okay, there's some iron ore and just an absolute ton of timber. Maybe we'll be using timber a lot in this one. Alright, what should we do here? Let's look on our workers. Well, we only have engineers and one automaton. So there's no workers or kids. That's interesting. Let's see how we want to. Well, we're going to need coal for the generator. Oh, that's wrong. That's better. I'm going to have this arc be kind of like my north designation. So that's always up. So we have some wood, we have some steel, we have a bunch of steam cores, we have a bunch of raw food. So 2 times 90 is 180 divided by, so 4 days worth of food. Alright, let's take the classic opening of putting a resource depot. Put it right there. That way we only have to build a tiny road. And then, so that's going to be coal and wood and wood. Okay, so coal should be alright. And then what else? We want our humans to build things, and we want our automaton to clear things out. So let's put the automaton to work on this coal pile, and that way we won't have to put another resource depot over here. We can have 1, 2, and just clear out this whole side right at the beginning of the game. Okay, so we've got 45 people, which means we need 5 tents. 2, 3. I'm wondering if I should go 1, 2, 1, 2. This is greater. I definitely want one here. Do I? Well, nothing else is going to get in there. I'd have to take out the road. So we'll commit to 1 right there. And we'll commit to 1 right there for now. And then we'll have people dedicated to building the resource depot and the 2 tents while the automaton goes and gets us a great supply of coal. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We already did this. We want to pass a law, so let's go emergency shift. Looks like we have fewer laws than last time. Yep, we're missing the whole kids section over here. So we're going to go for extended shift again. I like that opening quite a lot. I've yet to find a better opening, especially without kids. The only reason for that is if like you run into like, say you were playing on a more difficult setting. We're only playing on like average or like default difficulty. Okay, so in a couple of days it's going to get colder. You might want to go down like the child labor laws just because you want an advantage in the early game. And in many different games, an advantage early like perpetuates itself out across the rest of the time that you're playing. So those could be extremely important. Okay, so now this tent is done, so we're going to come over here and we're going to assign some workers. I guess we'll just go into wood pretty heavily. Alright, so now we'll come over here. Oh, there's no piles over here. Guess we can go over here and grab some steel. They're finished here, so we'll staff this. So now we've got 5 additional people. I'm going to continue building tents this direction just because I feel like we're going to be clearing things out over here, and this quarter of the map might be a nice area to just dedicate to. I don't know how many people we're going to be bringing into the city, but it's got to be some, right? And then what's this guy's name? The Mark II Londoner. That's nice. Okay, so we're coming up on 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And this will be 15:05, so we'll need 1 more tent. So the collections agencies are coming along real well. I think the next thing we're going to want to build is a workshop after we get our tents built. That way we can what I want more than technology is for our people to not get sick. that's ultimately that's really what I want, is for our people to be healthy. Okay, so people, there's our last tent. And now we need to, what do we need to do? We have to get up to 15 wood and 5 steel. So we're almost there. Okay, we're there. So let's build a workshop. Can we get 2 in here? Looks like it. Let's build one right there. Maybe we kick this up to 1.5 times speed. Yes, go and finish the tents before you build the technology studio. Do it. Okay, so it's almost 8. So we'll turn the generator on at 8, and we're going to try a new trick with the generator. So we're going to turn this on, and we're immediately going to go into overdrive. Well, once it reaches its... When overdrive is on, the temperature in all heat zones rises by 1 level. Come on. Alright. So, if we take a look, this whole circle is comfortable, which means we have the fewest modifiers to becoming sick. So we're going to pause this, because I don't want them working. So the automaton is harvesting at almost 11 units an hour. And so there's 375 units, so... Let's call it something like 40 hours. That is 6 to noon is 6, and then to 6 at night is it 10 at night? $1,800. So it's a 14-hour workday. 140 a day. So 3 days worth of near contiguous. Alright, now we're really going to kick it up. Because waiting around for the days to pass is super unappealing. Alright, so we got a new law, so let's pause. So we will immediately go for extended shift. And then if you want to know why we're going for extended shift so aggressively, it might be a good idea to check out our Adventures in Frostland video, or Frostpunk video, where we more in-depth discuss why we want to do that. But effectively what we want is we want to have these buildings, like these buildings right here, when they're staffed, we want to be able to extend their work days longer, earlier. So that way we can have more like 16, 18-hour work days coming out of like the workshop. That way we can really harness, let's say, the advantages in the early game. I clicked on the wrong thing. I clicked on the pile, not the thing. So it's already down 100 units. So that's good. I want to clear this stuff out lickety split. And just keep accumulating those resources. So I think after we get the workshop done, we'll work on a cookhouse and the beacon. So now our stress is right around 50%. So now I've turned it off the overdrive. No one is sick, thank goodness. Alright, our tech is done, and we're going to kick that up right away. And we're going to go straight into the beacon. So now it's 8 o'clock. We have 30, 45. So everyone is assigned something. Food, cookhouse. What do I want to do here? Might be a good idea. You see, in the other game, most of our spot was taken up by tents, but in this game it's only about half that. I would kind of like to get cookhouses and a medical post, if we need to build one, closer to the generator so that they're insulation isn't a problem. How many houses can we still have? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll build one right there. So we have got 7 or 8 hours here. We've got 11 or 10 hours here. So that looks like most of our workday. So we'll just see where we are when we get the beacon ready to go. I feel like wood should be coming along at a higher rate. Oh, we need to turn this generator off. We're wasting coal. So we ran the generator for like 3 hours when we didn't need to run it. So you don't need to run your generator when it's -20, because that's the warmest that it's going to get, really. So we'll probably want beacon heaters for the buildings that we're making, and then I don't know, we'll have to look and see after that. Okay, we're coming up on the end of getting the beacon made. Okay, so let's take out our workers from... Stop it. Alright. Tech. Beacon. Well, let's build the beacon. They seem to be really insistent upon that. Alright, let's play. And let's pick a new tech, and we'll pick heaters to heat our buildings. Seems like a good play. And we'll pause this. Food and hungry. Okay, so people are going to start getting hungry. Alright, let's hurry that up. Come on, guys. What's more important? Eating or building a beacon to figure out how we can survive in this post-apocalyptic wasteland? Hint, there's only one right answer. Okay, they're going to finish this up right around 8. So we'll turn this back on. We still have like 30% stress on the generator. So I'm going to let that run until about midnight maybe, and then turn it on, and we'll see where we stand. We should be okay. Beacon is built. Oh, so now we're going to need scouts. Alright, let's go. Looks like we already got a storm over here. That would be awful. Storm on the horizon? Captain, with the beacon operational, we can clearly see the storm approaching from the south. It's still some distance away, but we'd better keep an eye on it and make sure we get the infrastructure needed to heat the Arks before it hits. Well, that's great. Last time we got to play the game for like 3 hours before the storm hits, and this one's been 15 minutes. So that's neat. Okay, we're going to float the buoy here. So now we're down 5 people. %. Okay, everyone's done working for the day. We can get a new law. Let's go with the snow pit. That'll be a nice little bump to hope. Let's twist our... There we go. Twist it around. Okay, so there's north. Coming up on midnight, so let's overdrive our generator so that everyone is comfy cozy. Looks like we're doing really well on coal. Yep. So when that runs out, what should we go to? It looks like wood's our weakest resource right now. We're probably using more wood than we are steel, of course. So let's see. So after heaters, maybe a sawmill. That's our opening from the last game. So we have today, and then it's going to get colder. Okay, that's done. So we'll come up here and we'll assign the automaton to wood for a couple of reasons. A, it's, number one, it's like the furthest away pile that we have, you know, and B, it's our weakest resource. So kind of two birds with one stone. All right, we need to build the snow pit. Put it behind one of the arcs so we don't have to look at it all the time. Oh, we gotta turn off our generator stress and turn off our generator. Researching heaters is done. Oh, good, and that did add heaters to our posts, our seedling arcs, so that's excellent. So let's get a sawmill going. And we know that we can get steelworks and mines, so we might want to look into that as well. Our scouts are only 30 minutes away from reaching their first objective. Why is there no one over here working? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, they've reached the abandoned supplies. Explore. Recovered treasure. We spent hours hacking at the ice to free our supplies, but we did it. We were forced to abandon them once. Doing it again would be unforgivable. We got 33 steel and a steam core. This one's, ooh, a broken automaton. Sweet. Remember what happened last time we found a broken automaton? We fixed it, and then we had 2 automatons. So let's hope that's what we have going on. Alright, they're building a snow pit. We still don't have anyone who's sick. And I guess all these guys building the snow pit are going to come over here and convert our raw food into rations. Wood's starting to come equal with steel. We will want to watch our coal production because now it's not ascending anymore, so we can only burn it. Oh wait, no, we don't want that. We want... You're going to work. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully we get this converted before the end of the day, and that way they can still contribute to other tasks. Okay, things are good. Things are good. Get those sawmills going. Two people are hungry. And they're at work. Well, that's great. So when the day's over, in a couple hours, you guys can go get something to eat. Okay. Wood crates depleted. Let's see. Okay, it's this one right here. Okay, so I guess now the question is, do we want to assign people to clear this out even more quickly? Or do we want to build like another building? We're going to have a sawmill pretty quickly. I guess we can put that down here and start chopping away at these trees. Okay, let's pause. Sawmill's done. More scouts would probably be a good idea. Nothing here interesting. I'm wondering if we just go immediately into dry boards. Let's do that. Interesting. We'll do organ transplants, and we'll just set up our medical stuff in case we get people who are sick. That way we can heal them very, very quickly. Okay, 5 people who are hungry. Let's kick this up a little bit. Not much going on right now. Pretty much just straight killing it. Okay, that's 8 o'clock. Turn this on. People will go eat. Let's just pause that. If my voice sounds scratchy, I've been getting over a cold, and just for whatever reason will not leave. So, sorry about that. Could also be my audio settings. I'm not a professional. Okay, our scouts are getting closer to their second waypoint here. Let's kick this up. This is no fun waiting for the nights to end. And we're halfway to drawing boards, and then we can get some more scouts. And hopefully we'll get the factory plans back here in good order. People are eating. It's very positive. I'd really like to bring the generator stress all the way down to 0, because tomorrow it's going to be even colder, and I'd like to be able to go... Oh, okay, the automaton. This automaton was left where it broke down. Thankfully, we've managed to dig it out and fix it. We can now send the fully operational automaton to the city. Hooray. And then we'll go to the one with the little yellow dot on it. So our next automaton will be here in about a day and a half. Cannot wait for our new addition. Okay, we're after midnight. Hopefully this waypoint here for our scouts will be the last thing we have to do to get the factory plans, because it's been like 2 days we've been searching for them. We don't have a source of food, so we don't need to assign anybody to the cookhouse. No one's sick, thank goodness. Here's the automaton gleefully chowing down on all this wood over here. Chow down, buddy. Let's kick that up a little bit. No one got sick in the night. Wonderful. Let's have them build this sawmill. It's getting colder. Okay, so this is chilly. So if I understood the rules correctly, it has to be a level below this in order to start there being a problem. So we'll just run with that theory here. It's going to get colder in another 2 days, and then it'll warm back up. The work shift starts. Sure does. And we're just about done with our tech. Let's get more scouts. We're going to run at 1.5 speed for a little bit. Getting close. See, this automaton has been real helpful. Like it got rid of this pile. It's working on this one, and that'll be done, and we don't have to assign people to that, and it's bringing in resources 24/7. Oops, let's pause. Lost Dreadnought, wood, coal, all the stuff, and there's a technology to acquire. Factory plans. We rappelled down the crevasse, listening to the ominous sounds of the ice cracking under the weight of the steel behemoth. That's fun. After an hour or so of searching, we find the document, safe, and retrieve the factory plans. You know, when I read that first sentence, I was thinking to myself, that seems like this thing where, like, you have like an 100,000 pound steel machine that is sitting on the ice but is not breaking through, and then you add like 200 or 300, or I'm sorry, you add like 4 or 5 200-pound people, and it's like, ooh, that's the tipping point. Like, now we're in a lot of danger. That seems like that kind of movie would play out to me. We must get them to the city as fast as possible. The weather is getting worse by the minute, and we need automatons to secure the city and the seedling Arks before the storm hits. And we got a bunch of stuff. So our scouts are actually going to lap our automaton on their way back to the city. It's cute. Hope rises because we found the plans. So we're going to be using up these 2 piles of steel pretty quickly. So after we get some more scouts, I think I'll research ironworks, and we'll see what we can do about getting a steelworks up and running. Used to be a fun house. Sorry, I've been on a YouTube binge with Pink lately. She is, I don't know what her real name is, I only know her stage name, but that woman has got such a huge voice that it's just honestly impressive. Like, it's just fun to listen to. So, yeah, Pink, Adele, Sia, and even like Ariana Grande has like a giant voice. I just never got into Ariana Grande because I feel like she has no theme to what she sings about. She just sings about like whatever her people write for her. And it just feels like, oh, this week you're singing about relationships, or this week you're going to sing about like the pressures of like being a child star in whatever, you know, the limelight. Yeah, I just never feel like there's like a theme that makes her an artist in particular. A lot of people love her though, you know, so she's clearly doing something right. In a few days the temperature will drop. Our arcs will be in danger. We have to keep them warm with heaters or steam hubs. Well, we have the heaters, so I don't see any indication that they're in danger right now. It's probably just a reminder. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on. Build the factory plants. Bring the factory plants to the city. Build a factory. Increase the number of automatons to 3. And it looks like it's already including the one that we have. So it looks like if that's the case, then the one coming back to the city should be number 2. So we should only have to build 1. Alright. Oh no. I've neglected our people and now they're sick. So we'll have to build a medical post. And dedicate people to running the medical post to fix the hurt, or the 2 sick people. Lame. Who are you guys? Ruth and Elizabeth. Way to go, Ruth and Elizabeth. Way to get sick. We'll go down the prosthetics line since we're going to get the factory earlier. Yeah. Just trying to help out. Alright, so health, medical post. Everyone rushes to build a medical post for Ruth and Elizabeth. Because they're like, oh, Ruth and Elizabeth, we desperately need them. Look, what is this? Did we build? Is our city built underneath the remnants of a huge bridge? What huge bridge would there be in Britain? Wish I knew more about British bridges. I could have an answer for you guys. The 4 of you that are watching this episode. Come on, fix it. Build it. Fix it. Get done. Progress bar. Okay, pause. We're about to get more scouts, right? So we'll send you guys to the left because there's more dots over there. Yeah, okay. And then we'll send you guys to the mountainside cave. Split you guys up so we have a better chance at finding something awesome. And we'll put some guys in here. Yep, built something with a steam core that needs a steam core. We good. We got 6 that are left. Steelworks will probably do the same thing, and there. Ruth's going to a treatment. Where's Elizabeth going? Going on an expedition. You're one of our scouts? Okay. Goodbye, Elizabeth. Excuse me. So I coughed directly into the microphone. Okay, our other automaton is here. So we're really good on wood right now, and I don't want to start building like resource depots, so we're gonna clean out the remaining steel and then go back over to coal. This will probably be real quick. And then our remaining humans can support building a factory so that our higher form of life, the automatons, can be created by their lowly minions, the humans. See, we're totally up on wood. So this is worthless. So we'll take the people out of there and have them build our steelworks since they're close. There we go. And then what do we want? Could get steam hubs. We could get a hothouse. That seems like a good idea since we're eating food all the time. Ruth. These 5 people take care of Ruth. Oh look, Hattie and Jess are just going to stay at home. Ruth, one of the people healing Ruth, is also in treatment. Yeah. Okay, they're gonna do the same project with the automatons that they did in the base game. Fine. We're gonna build an automaton to get them up to 3. We turned off our overdrive so the generator stress will decrease. Researching our hothouse, building our steelworks. The only issue is we have like 35 people to do the work. Steel wreckage depleted. Oh, okay, yeah. So then we'll have you come down here and work on the coal. Looks like that resource depot is going to get used up pretty quickly. Kick this up a little bit. Should work out if we reallocate our workers in the night. So we want 10 in here. We'll do extra rations because that can help a lot. We'll probably wrap up this episode around day 7. Good solid week here to start off the campaign. We haven't found any other people yet. It's kind of weird. I'll bet there are other people. Okay, pause. Mountainside cave. Wood and raw food. On the verge of collapse, the cave would collapse at any moment. No wonder it has been turned into a permanent shelter. We'll take what we can and leave before we're trapped here, or worse. And then there's no other spot, so we'll run our supplies back to the city, and then we'll come over here to one of these two further away dots. Our good little automatons are mining that coal. Now Larry's sick. What's going on, Larry? Ruth has just spawned it up over here at the medical post. Okay, research is about to wrap up. There's our hothouse. Now what do we need? Steam hubs. Let's do steam hubs because they're quick and cheap, and it is going to get colder right now. It's going to get colder right now. Seedlings are in danger. We'll turn on the heaters. Oh, and then these little dots disappeared, so I guess that's good. Oh, we got our third automaton. Nice. Steel and coal in the industrial ruins makes sense. And then we'll have you come down here on the left side. Alright, we can build our hothouse. Nice. Okay, so I guess if we do find more people, we're going to have to build them this direction. So we don't need people in the factory anymore. Do we? We can build... No, we can't. I thought maybe we could build a second automaton, but no such luck. So we'll have you come over here, Mr. Automaton, and finish off that wood crate. The Light Norseman. The Light Norseman, the Mark II Londoner, and the Mark II Bostoner. I don't know about the Mark II Bostoner. Let's rename this guy. the distinguished archer. Like a Robin Hood kind of character. Okay, our scouts are about ready to hit us up with some food, some other stuff. Coal pile depleted. Alright, so this resource hut is just about tapped out. Wood and food, we're all stocked up on wood. And then we'll send you guys down there to Broken Tree. It's kind of ominous. This can't collect over here because we're tapped out on wood. So we'll put you guys in there, and you guys can come over here. And all of you can come over here. Steam hubs are just about finished. What to do after steam hubs? Oh, employ 2 automatons in the coal industry, 1 in the steel, 1 in the wood, and 1 in the raw food industry. So I think that means having them work these buildings. Let's figure it out. Test subject needed. Alright, you can have an automaton. So let's reassign this guy to steel. Yep, okay, that did check off the criteria. And now we'll build enough steel. Now we'll have enough steel that we can get another automaton, because we're going to need 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have what, 3 right now? So we need 2 more. What else can we do here? Automaton scouts. That's interesting. We do need coal mines because we need to employ the automatons in that industry. So let's do that. That's a good thing to research. We need to spend some wood. Sawmills seem like the thing to do that. So we're almost done with today. What to spend wood on? I guess I could build a supply depot, resource depot. Yeah, that would let me. That'd let me keep building, or keep accumulating resources. I'm sorry. Oh, we're after midnight. All right. All right. That's been Let's Play at Frostpunk, the Arks DLC. So come back for our next Let's Play, where we will try and make sure that we can keep these little seedlings alive. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a good one.